Alright, so what's good with you guys? It's your boy Fanta, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button and join me on my ride to 1,000 subs. But without further ado, let's get into it. So usually I do funny vids, highlight vids, and like just gameplay vids on Battlefront. But in recent time in playing Heroes vs. Villains, I have realized that there are a lot of noobs and there are a lot of people who aren't so well versed in lightsaber combat on this game and don't seem to understand how it works. So I thought I should take the time upon myself to make a video to break down, lightsaber combat and just to give just three basic tips to, hopefully help you improve in your style and hopefully you can win more lightsaber fights. But the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to show you guys two different fights, one on the light side, one on the dark side, two different scenarios and stuff. And I'm just going, freeze frame and break it down, each fight. And I'm going to show you lots that goes into it because it's more than just spamming your trigger and fighting people. So let's get into the first fight. Alright, so at the beginning of the fight, I'm going to go ahead and freeze the frame so you guys can understand the first concept, which is knowing your enemy. Alright, so as of right now, the game just started. It's 34-34. I got a Vader in front of me, and I got a Darth Maul a couple feet to his right. Now, I don't know if these guys are good. I don't know if they're noobs. I don't know if they're saber spammers. This is our first encounter, so I don't know what to expect. So I go in, I put in a couple of strikes to see if he's going to block or to see if he's going to spam. You have to understand your enemy to know how to beat them. I don't know if he's just going to spam. If he does spam, I'm just going to hold LT till he loses all his stamina, and then I can just go from there. Once he loses his stamina, I can take him out with ease, but I don't know how he's going to play because I don't know my enemy yet. Alright, so we're going to continue to frame a little bit from here. Alright, so take a mental note of this situation. This is the first time that he has went on the offensive against me, and he's spamming his trigger a little bit. I didn't know if he was going to keep on going, so I'm just holding LT and backpedaling just to see if he's going to waste his stamina or not. But towards the end, I see that he kind of holds off and he goes back a little bit. So I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing. Don't go spamming into this guy. On to the next frame. So at this point, I noticed that Darth Maul has decided to join the fight. So I'm in a 2-on-1 situation. I'm taking a mental note that my teammates are also in a 2-on-1 down right below the staircase before me. So in my head, I'm thinking, you know what? You do not want to go spamming into these dudes. I'm going to lose that fight easily. This is Darth Maul and that's Vader. I'm going to get hit with a whole lot of damage. So my first thing I'm thinking is if you have the force ability to either knock them off their feet or to push them away for you, go for that. So I use my LB ability, which pulls them towards me, which is going to knock them off their feet. And then I'm going to go into the LBRB ability, which is going to push them away, which is going to give me some more, some more room to work with to see if they're going to disengage or not. And I would also like to know that this goes into the concept of knowing your surroundings, knowing where your teammates are, and knowing the situation that you got before you. So as you see here, once I pull them, I immediately go into my top ability, push them away, and I'm able to get them off their feet and to see what they're finna do. So Darth Maul, I'm going to freeze the frame right here. Alright, so this goes into knowing your surroundings also. Darth Maul is going to engage my other two teammates because my teammates just took out General Grievous, which also means I'm in a one-on-one situation with Darth Vader, which is the perfect situation I want to be with this type of player. Alright, so in this next clip, I want you guys to take note that Vader has used his top ability, which gives him a boost to his health and also a boost to his damage that he's putting out. So I definitely don't want to get into a whack-a-mole fight with this guy because I will mess around and end up losing easily just from that. So I'm backpedaling, waiting for him to use all his saber abilities, and I'm going to freeze the frame right here again. Alright, so I want you guys to take note that as soon as he throws his lightsaber, I know that in my head that he has used 2 out of the 3 abilities that he has. The only ability that he has is his choke ability. And all I have to do to avoid that is keep my guard up and not jump up in the air. If I jump up in the air, he's going to be able to get a free choke, and that's free damage. Now to the final concept of knowing when to strike, and I'm going to replay this clip fully so you guys can see the whole thing again. I understand that he's used all his abilities. I understand how this guy is going to attack and, respond against me. So once I knock him on the ground, I instantly just go into hitting my trigger and gain as much damage off as possible because I have the health advantage and he's not going to beat me in that. It's a complete one-on-one. He doesn't have any team support besides a couple blaster shots across the room. But other than that, that's not going to really bail him out this situation. So keep in mind in these type of situations so you can understand how you can win and kind of when to back off. If Darth Maul would have kept pushing me in that situation, I would kind of, since I was playing with my teammates, I would have, made, a call out saying, hey, I kind of need some help over here. But seeing that the Darth Maul had eventually, went to go fight them, it was a perfect one-on-one matchup, which made a good situation for me to break down this fight and show you what all goes into it. Now, I could have simply just said, okay, just backpedal, press B, dodge, don't spin your trigger. But I like to really break it down, freeze the frame, and show you what I'm thinking and how you should be thinking. And just basically, you're gonna overall just win more fights that way. But on to the next clip. Alright, so I'm gonna freeze the frame right here so you guys can understand my thought process and what's going on with this whole situation. Alright, so again, the concept of knowing your enemy comes into play here. The score is 25-7, so I've clearly fought this guy a couple times already. He's really not that good. He just spams his trigger, and that's all that he's doing. I gotta understand when to strike because my health is low, and I also know my surroundings because I got a couple teammates behind me that can give me a little blaster fire if I need it. So pretty much, I'm on the ground. He hit me with the repulse because I was playing a little too aggressive. I really should have backed off, and now he's in a perfect situation to strike me. But seeing that I'm on Darth Maul, I do have an ability that I can dash away from him and create some space in between us, and that's exactly what I'm finna do. Alright, so just like the other clips, I'm gonna replay this one a couple of times so you guys can understand my thought process and where the concepts come into play, and so you can just understand the whole situation. I have the least amount of health, and I have less stamina, and we're in a one-on-one situation. He's going on the offensive. So what in this situation, what I'm doing, I'm just creating space in between us so I got enough time to call to my teammates, hey, help your boy out. Darth Maul does not have a whole lot of stamina to be blocking, so I don't want to get into that situation. So we're going to freeze the frame from here. As you see, I ran out of my ability, so I'm going to dash to the side, get a couple hits in, and by this time, my teammates are finished with the enemy, and they were able to help me out. Simple. Alright, so hopefully by me breaking down those two different fights, freezing the frame, showing those two different situations and scenarios and what's going on in my thought process and how to apply those concepts, that you guys can apply that to yourself. And I'm not saying that, you're going to instantly be better from watching this, but keeping, these things in mind, knowing your enemy, knowing your surroundings, and knowing when to strike and all that, just applying that and practicing it and putting it into the practice consistently, you're going to become a better player. You're going to become a better lightsaber user. Now, obviously, I was on Anakin and Darth Maul in both these fights. Different characters require different play styles, honestly, but you're going to have to learn that for yourself, and you're going to have to apply those concepts within the realm of those characters. I understand Anakin can deal a lot of damage, so I went in when I could. I understand Darth Maul can't take a whole lot of damage, but he can dish a whole lot out, but I also understood I had my teammates supporting me from the back. You got to keep all those things in mind, but, putting this into practice and keeping these concepts in mind, you're going to become a better player. But hopefully this all helped you guys out. If you want me to make a more in-depth tutorial, I will just comment down below. But that's it for today, guys. It's been Fanta, and I'll catch you next time.